Hey folks, Mad Dog and Merrill here. I'll tell you what, we're going to have a great time today. Lots of fun, lots of great grilling. We're going to do something special. Not just special, but something special from Wisconsin and throughout the whole Midwest. We're going to talk a little bit about the Shaggy Dog marinades, WisconsinMade.com, wine seasonings that are fantastic. I'm going to reminisce a little bit about, I'm dating myself, 1985 when I went over to Oktoberfest in Germany with a good friend, and we're talking Bavarian sausages and great holiday gift ideas like grilling tools and things like that. So it's going to be a,
oh boy.
It's going to be a...
Life's rough. Life is rough.
What,
Rough. Oh, terrible. I hope this works. I've never done this before.
What are you doing, Merrill?
I'm making some peasant soup and putting a rock in there. Didn't you ever read that book and have everybody bring me vegetables to add with the rock?
Peasants.
Peasants.
You read the script late last night, didn't you?
Well, actually, early this morning.
The H is not silent.
There's an H in there?
Pheasants.
Oh.
Grilled pheasants from Wisconsin and Janesville. Look at the gorgeous pheasants on the grill, Merrill.
Well, what am I going to do about my peasant soup? See, it worked.
Plus, we got great holiday gift ideas like Mad Dog and Merrill beautiful sauces, all made in Wisconsin. We've got our wonderful hickory, spicy, and our #1 sauce, and it can be your #1 sauce if you want to also. We have our 3 spices made down by Oak Creek in Milwaukee area. Grilling Magic, Grandma Hazel's, and a Season All. And of course, a great holiday gift, Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. 30 years of fantastic recipes. You can go to your local retailers or go online at MaddDogAndMerrill.com.
Yes.
MaddDogAndMerrill.com. So we'll be right back with more grilling with peasants and pheasants.
I know, boy, on peasant soup, you should see my recipe, but I'll change it over to pheasants now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
View past episodes of our show by going to MaddDogAndMerrill.com and click on Midwest Grillin'.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
What for?
Well, you know, I thought, I'm sorry, I didn't read the script, and I thought it said peasant, and it didn't, and I'm required to make a soup.
Well, you know, in your honor, I gave you that wonderful wine seasonings soup mix.
I know, and what I like about this is that I got the water boiling.
Yep.
With 1 cup, 2 cups of water, 1 cup of wine, a cup of chopped chicken, and add this and bring it to a boil, and I'm all set.
Really?
It's easy.
So it's from Wine Seasonings.
Right.
Something special from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And I bet that they can go online at wineseasonings.com.
You're a very smart man.
Wineseasonings.com. So you can add that to your soup.
I certainly can. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Hey, but you know what we're going to do right now?
What?
You know, Merrill and I, we have to admit something. People ask us about wild game, how to cook wild game, you know, the fierce harvest and all this stuff about wild game cookery and going out with the guys and deer hunting and stuff like that. We're not hunters.
No, I mean, the only thing I know about wild game is 5-card stud. That's all I know.
And when Merrill involved, there's only 4 studs. But we love wild game.
Yes, we do.
I love to eat pheasants. I love duck, venison, bear meat. Anytime anybody wants to send it, just contact MaddDogAndMerrill.com. But we're not hunters. But good folks like McFarlane's, they actually have wonderful. And I'm going to show this. It says whole boneless pheasant breast, which we're going to show in just a minute. But look at these gorgeous pheasants right now. And we're not wild game hunters, but we love pheasants on the grill. You can go to pheasants.com or pheasantsfordinner.com to order, and you can learn how to do great pheasants on the grill. And we're going to show you several different ways to do it. That's a beautiful. This was sent through the mail, frozen, from McFarlane's. And it's beautiful whole pheasants on the grill. Nothing better. I've got that already glistened with an oil. I'm going to have you help me, Merrill.
Okay.
Take that wine.
Yeah.
And just a little splash in the cavity because I need more.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Is that
I just
good?
want to give it a little swirl in there and go. Okay, spit.
Burp.
Okay, good. We have it oiled. We have a little bit of wine in there. Take the cap off our beer. This is Weber's such nice folks. Weber called this a chicken roaster. That's
yes.
It's a beer butt pheasant holder or beer butt chicken holder. I don't think anybody's ever done beer butt pheasant before.
No.
But we're going to do it more elegant because it is pheasant. It's delicious. It's a beautiful white meat. Pour the wine in here a tad bit. And then a little swirl around the edge.
Just
the whole thing.
Oh, I won't have
The
any
whole
left.
thing.
Nice, darn it.
And I have onion and garlic along the rim of here. We've got the cap goes on top of here. I've got the swirl of wine in there to get us kick-started. And all we're simply going to do is place that pheasant over the top. We're going to season it with a little bit of our Grandma Hazel's rub, if you'd like to.
I would love to if I could, sir.
Season it with a little bit of our Grandma Hazel's rub.
Now, you know, when you're doing seasoning, make sure that you do it high above. That way you get seasoning all over the place. A lot of people do it too close.
Like the table?
Yeah, like the table. I don't want to go up there, but everybody goes, I want to go high above when you're seasoning.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. Now, here's a couple pheasants that we did. I took the wine pheasant holder, and we cooked that gorgeous pheasant. I oiled it, we seasoned it. We did an indirect method of cooking, and it's about 160 degrees right now. I did the same thing with a nice roast holder and did the gorgeous, look at the juices just run from that pheasant. And what's suggested by the good folks is right now at 165 degrees, I'm going to take and I'm going to tent these with aluminum foil, turn the grill off, and we'll let them raise to hold the juices in, raise in temperature to about 175, 180 degrees, 175 degrees, but tent them so it retains the moisture right now. So those are those gorgeous whole pheasants on the grill.
Too.
Can you get a good look on those? Is that okay for you there, Mr. Cameraman? Good.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry, I got to do this.
I know, it's delicious.
Oh.
Now, one of the things that people have a problem with wild game in general, but pheasants and nice farm-raised pheasants. You know that in the 1890s, they started bringing pheasant eggs from England over to the United States, and they harvested. They raised the pheasants here. They let them go. They raised more pheasants. They let them go out in the wild, and they created an ability to hunt pheasants by the 1920s.
Okay.
So Kenneth McFarling realized from Jamesville, Wisconsin, he took off, he went all the way to New York City to learn how to incubate, how to get the pheasants, how to create a market for himself and Wisconsin in Janesville. So he brought the pheasants to Wisconsin. He kept raising them, created a gorgeous market for them. And actually these pheasants have, some of them in the White House.
White House.
Yes! Don't laugh.
I've been in the hen house before, but I've never been in the White House.
I've been in the coop.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. The pheasants have been so far as to be in the White House. They're gorgeous. They're all over the United States, all over Wisconsin. And here's what we did. Last night I took some wonderful pheasants and I brined them. Brines are kosher salt so that it opens up the pores and lets some moisture in. I added, this is a simple one, I added brown sugar, garlic, and onion, and I added water. You can add any type of juices, and I brined these overnight. And when you do a brine, there's a solution on them, and that's a problem.
Why, a solution? Do you have a solution for it?
I do have a solution for the problem.
Good. Yes, oh yes.
So when you take the breasts, and look at these gorgeous, look at the gorgeous breasts that you get in the mail. Yeah. Those are wonderful whole pheasant breasts, boneless, with the skin on, because when they suggest to cook the pheasant, you actually sear the bottom meat part first, flip it skin side over, so it sears that, crispens that skin. So now we have the solution on there, and the solution to the solution is to pat it dry.
Yep, very important. Makes a big difference. Pat
it dry, season it up with an oil, and then you put a little seasoning on there, and then you present it to the grill. These pheasants over here, we actually took our wine seasonings, and I did a lemon pepper wine marinade. Okay. In order to do the lemon pepper wine marinade from wine seasonings, is I have the pheasant breasts here. Okay. I'm going to put about 2.5, 3 tablespoons of wine seasonings in there. All we're simply going to do is add a cup of wine, white wine.
The whole glass?
Yep. And some water.
Okay.
Just a little bit of water. You don't really need the water in there, just the wine. And I'm going to marinate those for at least 2 to 8 hours. And that's what we did with our beautiful pheasant breasts over here. So now we have our lemon pepper wine marinade from wine seasonings, which they make all kinds of different marinades. They make different oils for dipping. They got wine breads. They got wine soups. So they're great folks. You can take like a normal meal and make it like an elegant meal.
Boy, I
And you
need
even
something
could do it.
like that. Would I do pretty good at that?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay. So we're going to take our pheasant and we're going to set those. You're going to set those over there to marinate.
All right.
And what we're going to do is we're going to platter up our gorgeous pheasant breasts that I seared up to 160 degrees. I tented them so that you raise them up in temperature to hold the moisture. Look at the moisture. Look at the moisture that was on those pheasant breasts. So we're going to take our pheasants, ouch, and we're going to platter those up with a little bit of lemon around the edge, and put those up. Now I took a little bit of, oh boy, I gotta use my fingers again.
Sure.
Oh, thank you, sir. Because it's a lemon pepper, I said to myself, I'm gonna take some pepper rings of green pepper and I'm gonna decorate those along the edge. I placed a couple lemon wedges on the grill, and anytime you place lemon wedges on the grill, they soften up and you get all the juices you want. So we're gonna serve it with a little bit of lemon pepper marinade on the pheasant breasts. And did I forget anything along the way
I
here?
don't know. You did a lot there, sir. I was out there trying to stir my soup. You know, I'm just about exhausted, you know?
Well, what we get paid, we are just a bunch of peasants.
Peasants. I'll read the script next time.
Thank you. So we have the wine seasonings that you can get for the nice holiday gifts. You have beautiful pheasants. And you know what? Besides pheasants, here, they have oh my goodness. When you go online at pheasants.com, you can get duck, you can get rabbit, you can get venison, you can get elk, alligator, ostrich, quail, smoked pheasants, pheasant sausages. A great opportunity to take normal meals in Wisconsin, turn them elegant here in Wisconsin. We'll be right back. You folks in Minnesota, you stay tuned too.
All right.
If you have a comment or suggestion about today's show, contact us at maddogandmerrill.com. And don't forget to friend us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin'.
I heard there's a new dog in town, and I'm gonna get a gunning for him.
Not a new dog, man. Look at this. We're talking about shaggy dogs.
I'll put away my guns.
I got it there. You got it.
Shaggy dogs.
Shaggy dogs. That's very easy. Love jerky. You like jerky, right?
Oh, I can never
You
get it
love
right,
jerky.
though. It's too salty
Well,
sometimes.
you
Sometimes
gotta-
it ain't salty enough.
You got you got to mix the ingredients right. And you know what the best way to do it?
Shaggy dogs.
Shaggy dog, and everything's right, completely right here.
So if I went to shaggydogsmarinate.com, shaggydogsmarinate.com, and I got choices. I got Cajun
Right.
or his original,
Yes.
and I shake that up. And once again, you know, I love jerky. I love venison.
I do
and
too.
I love venison jerky or sausages that you make with the ground venison.
Oh yeah. Roll it up.
I understand you can use the same shaggy dog with that, but I don't know what I'm doing.
He never knows what he's doing. That's for sure.
So we're gonna do some venison jerky today.
All
At
right.
least get it marinated.
Okay.
And I cut strips of venison up thanks to our great producer Rod Kolage with his shotgun eye.
Ooh, they call him shotgun collar.
He got a big buck. Boom.
Oh, boom, boom, boom. So can I use the jerky marinade? Is that all right with you?
Cajun.
Yeah, you got it. All right, here we go. You know what I like about this? Look at this. You tear this open, and it opens. Don't you like those plates when you go in? It doesn't work. Then we shook this up, pour this all over there.
Ooh, look at how rich that smells.
Ooh, it's going to be
Let me
good.
smell. Let me smell. Let me smell. Let
You
me
gotta
smell.
smell. You gotta smell. Smell.
Oh man, you know what's great?
Oh,
is,
boy.
and I've read the back of it. It's got the vinegar, the acid to break down the tissues a little bit. It's got a sweetener in there. It's got natural hickory. It's got garlic and onion in there, and then Cajun spices in the Cajun, and a nice mild flavor for the other one. We're gonna marinate these probably 6 to 8 hours.
Right.
We're gonna get the smoker going or your dehydrator, and we're gonna do. But you know what? Every time Merrill makes jerky.
Oh, you know what happens? I eat it up before it's done. So what I did today, I'll tell you, I skewered today. I
venison.
skewered the venison. Look at this baby.
Look at-
and I can't wait to dig into this.
The caramelization that Shaggy Dogs did on these paddles.
Look at these.
ShaggyDogsMarinades.com. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a stir fry. I marinated overnight some beautiful medallions of venison, and I'm gonna take those. I just want to show you this. Those are some nice, beautiful medallions of venison. I have garlic and onions and pepper because that's what's in the marinade. We have a hot wok.
Oh,
over
is
here.
she hot?
Yeah, I'm gonna
She's
add just
hot
a
wok,
tad
ladies
bit of
and
oil
gentlemen.
over the top of that, and I'm gonna get going on my meats, and I'm gonna drain the meat just a tad bit. I
ya?
apologize for doing this in front of folks.
Hey, it's out in your backyard, we're out in the wilderness. Who cares? You think Bobby Flay would do that? No.
But we're gonna stir fry the venison a tad bit.
Good.
I'm gonna move that up to the side.
All right.
And I'm gonna add my vegetables. And I'll tell you what, the holiday season is getting a cooking. And while Meryl's stirring up my venison stir fry over here with Shaggy Dogs, Meryl and I love to do outdoor cooking. We love to give gifts of outdoor cooking. The holiday seasons are coming upon us, and we went to WisconsinMade.com, WisconsinMade.com. And you folks in Minnesota, you can do the same gosh darn thing. Go to WisconsinMade.com. Whether you're Packer fans, whether you're Wisconsin Badger fans or Vikings, whatever the case may be, you go to WisconsinMade.com, and they got this beautiful case that you can send for whatever your fans you have for the holiday season. And on the inside is the most valuable possession a griller can have, and that's the gorgeous tools. We have shish kebab set, we have the nice little fork, basting brush, tongs, and a gorgeous spatula. In this case, all with the Wisconsin Badger emblem on them. You can get them with the Packer emblem on them. Great gifts for the holiday, WisconsinMade.com. Go to grilling tools area, and you're going to find some wonderful, wonderful stuff. We're going to be right back with more Mad Dog and Meryl's Midwest Grilling in just a momento. How's the stir fry doing?
It's going good, buddy.
Looking good, looking good.
View past episodes of our show by going to MadDogAndMerrill.com and click on Midwest Grillin'.
Hey, Mad Dog, why wouldn't you tell a secret on the farm?
I don't know, Meryl. Why wouldn't you tell a secret on the farm?
The potatoes have eyes and the corn have ears.
Welcome back to Mad Dog and Meryl's Midwest Grilling. Eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf. What you doing, Merle?
I'm looking at our brat recipe, Mad Dog's Brats, page 98 here.
Bloody Mary bratwurst,
Oh,
brat
yeah.
kebabs.
Look at this baby's over here, man. The Bombers.
Wow, what a great holiday gift. What book are you looking at?
That is, well, it's very intelligent. I think it's
Mad Dog and Meryl's Midwest Grilling Cookbook, MadDogAndMerrill.com.
Yes.
Or at local realtors. What a great holiday gift.
That is a great idea. You know what, though? I'm the worst of knowing my worsts.
I'm the best of the worst.
You're the best of the worst? I know, because when we were doing the worst, you were telling me what worsts there were.
I was counting in German up to 5 because you get 5 pounds of beautiful wursts. Great, authentic Bavarian-style sausages when you go to WisconsinMade.com.
Yep.
You go to the Oktoberfest sampler, and you get beautiful knotwurst, smoked brats, pre-cooked brats, Nürnberger brats, Weissenwursts. And we did a nice, beautiful selection. And over the years in the Midwest here, we've grilled millions of bratwursts.
You know what? I think we can say millions. You know, we used to do the Packer games where we used to do 10,000 brats, $5,000, and 55 half barrels of beer. That was before the game.
Good times.
We were full. Good times, yes. Go ahead,
But you know what? Back in 1985, I had the privilege of Kent Rush and I, 1985, we flew over to Germany. We flew into Frankfurt. We went through the Black Forest. We went down to Baden-Baden. We went up to the Eagle's Nest where Hitler used to hold out. And then we went up to Munich, and we spent a day and a half, 2 days at Oktoberfest in Munich.
And you can still remember the trip?
The first few days. But along the way, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, in between the dinners, you got sausages. And whether it was platters of sausages and cheese or breads or whatever the case may be, it was gorgeous, it was delicious. And when you order the sampler, you can do your own festive idea. On the platter here, we have some beautiful German mustard, the sausage, the cheese that they may serve. Okay. And we're going to put the Weisswurst, and in this case, it means white. And when they made these sausages, they made them in the morning, so they were fresh. All right. So the idea was, in between breakfast and lunch, before the noon bell of the church bell chimes rang, you would have your fresh white sausages. And there's 2 ways traditionally that they make them in Germany. And you can either take the white sausage and you can split them down the center, and they eat the meat out of the casings.
Oh, really?
And they got the gorgeous parsley in there and other great flavors. Or they'll actually take and they'll bite off an end, and they take and they bite piece by piece.
Is that hot?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the casing.
Say I'm going to get that wabbit.
I'm going to get that gooey wabbit.
There you go. I love it. I love it.
So that's the white bratwurst that you get in there. Gorgeous salad potatoes done directly on the grates of the grill. We're going to take some wonderful, we're going to do our Nuremberg. Nuremberg brats. And what happened is in the city of Nuremberg, they actually created a smaller bratwurst, more flavor to them, more intense flavor. And the idea is you get 6 to 12 to a meal, depending on your appetite. Or they'll put 3 of them in a bun as a full meal with kraut. So there's our nice little Nuremberg. And what happened was, during the 1940s, they couldn't sell, like, you know, you'd sell 1 or 2 large brats to a family, but if you made them smaller, you sell more.
They're pretty sharp there.
So we're going to serve those with some nice little hard rolls over here because they serve a lot of hard rolls in Germany. So we're going to serve the beautiful hard rolls on the side with our breads and our Nuremberg bratwurst. Over here we have some sauerkraut. So I took some nice Bavarian-style sauerkraut. We're going to add that to the side over here for a beautiful platter of kraut.
Ooh.
And we're going to do our, these are the smoked bratwurst that you get. Look at that baby splitting open. Just a splitting open. So we're going to add the smoked brats with our kraut on the side over there.
You can smell the kraut, ladies and gentlemen. You can smell the kraut.
What a great meal that is. And we're going to add a couple more of the white ones over here just for the fun of it. So we'll add our white bratwurst over the side. Now, if you want to grab a platter for me.
Sure.
And stand just off a little bit over where you grab the platters, turn off to the side. We have our knockwurst, and the knockwurst the kids love them because they're like a ring bologna.
Yes.
They're real mild in flavor. So we're going to take our knotwurst that we browned up a little bit on the grill, and we're going to place those side to side. I took red cabbage, gorgeous red cabbage, and I added a little brown sugar to it and just a little bit of white wine, and we simmered that red cabbage. And if you want to go set that in front over here, I'll scoop up the last one.
Alrighty.
In all the years of doing pre-cooked bratwurst, we took and we actually sliced some fresh cabbage. I added some lager beer because they use a lager beer when they make their Bavarian-style bratwurst, all made in Wisconsin, family tradition. The folks came from Germany originally, and if you go online at wisconsinmade.com, there is a platter that can't be beat. Lager beer, the fresh bratwurst with the authentic flavor of Germany right inside. And I'll tell you, the eats that we're going to have here today are fantastic to do on the grill.
Now, do you have any of that beer left or wine left from cooking?
I do.
All right, let's see what happens then, okay?
I think maybe if we take a little break,
I think we should.
say wisconsinmade.com so we get our job in, I'll treat you to one.
Sounds like
We'll be right back to wrap this show up, ladies and gentlemen.
If you have a comment or suggestion about today's show, contact us at maddogandmerrill.com. And don't forget to friend us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill Midwest Grilling. I'll tell you what, we had a great show.
We did.
That looks so good,
It
Merrill.
is good.
Try it.
You
Try it
know,
and tell me how
thank
it
you.
is.
It is absolutely delicious.
We did some great pheasant on the grill. We did Shaggy Dog's marinade, wine seasonings, Bavarian-style sausage, which Merrill's enjoying to beat the band. Some wonderful grilling ideas and grilling tools for the holiday season. And we had a great time. If you go to wisconsinmade.com, you're going to learn more about all the great products, or even
I never knew that I was
special from
something special from Wisconsin.
You are, Merrill.
I'm glad this time you put it on
You
my
know what the sign
forehead.
says behind? Kick me.
Have another piece of sauce?
Hey, I'll tell you what, over the course of the last year, we traveled the countryside, Midwest grilling. I'll tell you what, we had a fantastic time. We went to different events, different promotions. We had a wonderful, wonderful time. We increased the value of those events by being there because we have fun. And if you want us there, go to maddogandmerrill.com. Go to maddogandmerrill.com with suggestions for the television show, with ideas for recipes, for great products to use, whether in Minnesota, Wisconsin, or all around the world, because it's a hoot of a time having fun with outdoor cooking.
It certainly is.
And we want to hook you in for another year. And
you folks, you take care. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is a production of Lashbro Visual Communications.